an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Like front forward. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check. Hey, Rick.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Smith. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 18-yard line. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81. Tight end left, tight end left.
Now it's Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Moore. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position. Where are we going to be?
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
After the penalty, it's Smith. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. Past the 20. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Ryan, complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
And 7 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Ward looking to throw on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Ward. Operating from the gun. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, let's get there. Check.
Here's Ward. From the gun, he'll throw. Shifts by him. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, Ward. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike, 54. So we got
Ward now throwing on fourth down. He may try and it's a fumble. 21-0 our score after one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Ito Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now it's Smith. He's got a first down and much more inside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Looking to throw. Ward. Eluding the pressure right. And able to connect with Barrios. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back to throw. Moore. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A throw over the middle taken in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Ward to throw again. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, he completes it to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check 9, check 9. Joker, 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 joker.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Ward to throw on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw is Ward, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
It's going to be a long day, offense. Short. No. Off. Check.
Looking to throw. Moore. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Alert. 3 down. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, watch the ball.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Here's Ward on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to 28-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Come on. Ready.
An 8-yard pickup.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them. and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On second down, it's Smith. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Ryan. And an alley to run. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ward now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 4.
Ward from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Josh Gordon. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. Forced out to his left. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
20.
On first down, Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
59, ready. Back 25. 54. Watch the pass. Get out.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Ward. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Wide open receiver complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now Ward, throwing on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now Marshall. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run it into Marshall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Catch is made by Harry. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 11. And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Ward. Throwing on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Go. Go.
Here's Ward on first down. A little juke. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Ward. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Ward. It's brought in by Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You got nothing today. Ready, go.
Ward now throwing on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On third down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game.
And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's make these babies cry.
Smith. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Hey, Tuesday. Switch. Alert. Check.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's a...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm copy. I do my dance.